shocking. What really triggered this bombshell announcement? Was it purely about leveling the playing field and boosting excitement? Or were there hidden engine failures in pre-race testing that NASCAR couldn't ignore? Bad luck? Or something deeper like reliability red flags that could have turned this weekend into a mechanical graveyard? We're peeling back the layers, and the truth might be messier than anyone wants to admit. Let's set the scene like it unfolded live, because this felt like a Hollywood thriller on four wheels. It's Friday evening. The sun dips behind the North Carolina hills. Garages buzz with anticipation. Crews polish fenders, fine-tune suspensions. Then, the announcement hits the haulers like a sledgehammer. NASCAR's technical team mandates immediate changes. Refined restrictor rules pushing toward higher output, mandatory sensor calibrations, and confirmation that the race will run longer than initially planned. Teams scramble. Wrenches fly. Radios crackle with frantic updates. Copy that. We're swapping the intake now. This changes everything. Practice begins under the new parameters. Cars roll onto the historic asphalt. The first laps look promising, aggressive side-by-side action that Wilkesboro is famous for. But tension builds. One car in the midfield suddenly hesitates coming out of turn 2. The driver radios in. Power's dropping off. Feels like a misfire. Smoke trails from the exhaust. The engine note shifts from a fierce howl to a sickening sputter. Caution flag waves. The field slows as crews rush to diagnose. Step by cinematic step, the incident unravels. Replay footage shows the car hugging the wall, driver fighting for control as temperatures spike. Tools scatter across the pit box. Engineers pore over data logs, faces illuminated by laptop glow in the fading light. Was it the new horsepower curve overwhelming an older cooling setup? A calibration mismatch from the rush directive? The driver climbs out, helmet off, sweat and frustration pouring down. We weren't ready for this. The drama doesn't stop. Lap after practice lap, more cars show symptoms, subtle at first, then glaring. Overheating warnings. Strange vibrations. Teams that bet big on conservative setups now look genius. Bold runners who push the new envelope, they're paying the price in blown components and lost track time. The entire weekend transforms from a straightforward points race into a high-stakes engineering chess match where one wrong move ends your day early. Fuel to the fire? The possible reasons behind the change spark intense debate. Technical bulletins mention ensuring parity and reliability, but garage whispers tell another story. Recent private tests reportedly revealed concerning engine failures under load, piston stressing, oil pressure drops, components that couldn't handle sustained short-track abuse. Did NASCAR act preemptively to avoid a safety nightmare? Or was pressure from bigger teams and manufacturers influencing the timeline? Team radio leaks amplify the tension. They blindsided us. Our simulation data is worthless now. Crew chiefs, usually stoic, are visibly rattled in interviews. This isn't about racing talent anymore. It's who can adapt fastest with a wrench. Fan speculation runs wild. Online forums light up with theories. Favoritism toward certain manufacturers, hidden reliability data suppressed until the last minute, or even a ploy to boost TV ratings with more cautions and unpredictability. Balanced view? The move could make racing more exciting long-term by weeding out fragile setups. But right now, it feels unfair to mid-tier teams without massive R&D budgets. The controversy isn't dying down, it's gaining steam, with drivers caught in the middle, balancing public comments with private frustrations. The fan reaction has been nuclear. Social media platforms explode within minutes of the announcement. Hashtags like hashtag NSR change the rules and hashtag Wilkesboro Chaos trend worldwide. One viral post from a lifelong fan. Drove 8 hours for this, and now my driver's car is a lottery ticket? Unbelievable. Clips of frustrated crews circulate, racking up hundreds of thousands of views. Polls show nearly 60% of respondents calling the timing suspicious or poorly handled. In the stands and online, debates rage. Diehards defend NASCAR. Short tracks demand toughness. This separates the men from the boys. Others are outraged. ruining the return of a historic track with last-second drama. Fans deserve better. Driver and insider reactions add raw emotion. A veteran, post-practice, voice steady, but eyes intense. We've seen rule changes before, but this close? It tests your whole organization. A younger driver, still buzzing from an on-track incident. One failure and you're done. That's racing, but damn, give us a fair shot. Team principals issue measured statements, praising adaptability while privately pushing for clearer communication next time. The broader NASCAR community, from legends in the broadcast booth to garage veterans, is split. Some call it classic short-track survival. Others warn it could alienate loyal fans if mechanical attrition overshadows skill. Let's break down the real consequences. On race day, the extended distance turns strategy sessions into war rooms. Fuel mileage calculations shift. Tire wear under higher power output becomes the deciding factor. The driver who masters the new engine characteristics, smooth throttle application, perfect shift points, gains a massive edge. Early leaders might fade as components heat up over the long haul. Late race charges from those who conserved early? Pure theater. Championship implications? Enormous. A strong run here under the new rules catapults a contender into playoff position. A DNF due to failure? Points lost that are nearly impossible to recover on tight ovals. For teams on the bubble, this weekend could make or break their season narrative. Long-term reputation damage looms large. Drivers who shine become known as adaptable warriors. Those who struggle face questions. Can you handle pressure when NASCAR moves the goalposts? Sponsors watch closely. Nobody wants to back a team that looks unprepared. This single announcement ripples outward, forcing every organization to reevaluate testing protocols, simulation accuracy, and contingency planning. It might even accelerate broader adoption of the 750 horsepower future, changing how Cup cars feel for years. Beyond the numbers, the human element. Mechanics working through the night, drivers visualizing new limits, families in the infield feeling the stress. This is NASCAR at its most intense, where technology meets raw human will. But then everything changed when the green flag finally dropped. What happened next left the entire crowd on their feet. Build suspense with detailed race imagery. Cars 3 wide into the corner, sparks flying, daring passes, a sudden engine pop, and caution. The field charges into turn 1 under the revised parameters. Door-to-door action that defines Wilkesboro magic. A veteran holds the lead, but his car starts smoking on the long run. An underdog in a smaller team capitalizes, threading the needle on fresh strategy. Cautions fly as more cars hit their limits. The drama peaks in the final stages, bumpers rubbing, positions swapping every lap. One wrong move, one overlooked temperature gauge, and it's over. As the checkered flag waves and confetti falls on the surprise winner, the big unanswered question hangs heavy in the air. Is this unexpected change the bold reset NASCAR needed to keep the sport thrilling, or the start of deeper problems with reliability, fairness, and trust that could haunt the series all season long? Will teams rise stronger, or are more seismic shifts coming? The story is far from finished. If your heart races with every twist in these NASCAR sagas, the shocks, the rivalries, the pure, unscripted drama, do yourself a favor and subscribe right now. Turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking update, deep dive analysis, or next big controversy. Drop your hottest take in the comments below. Fair move by NASCAR or total overreach? Who do you think benefits most? We read every one and bring the best discussions into future videos. Thank you for watching and being part of this passionate community. Until the next green flag drops at the next wild weekend. Keep it loud, keep it real, and let's go racing.